What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Before we get into it, I want to say I apologize if you can hear the noise in the background. As you guys know, my office is also inside of my gym, so you're probably going to hear some music. I apologize for that, or some banging. You know, there's nothing I can do about it, but I still wanted to make this video. It is the beginning of the year, so there's a lot of people that are, you know, starting diets, trying to change their lives, and I've been getting a lot of questions of people wondering why they're not losing weight. They feel like they're doing everything they need to be doing, but the weight just isn't coming off. So today I want to talk about 5 reasons why you are not losing weight. So the overarching theme of all of these points is going to be about getting into a caloric deficit. So you want to be eating less calories than you are burning. That is very, very important. That is how I believe you lose weight. So it is a very simple way to lose weight, but I believe that just because it's simple doesn't mean that it's easy. I think there's a lot of other things that people like to focus on, but I think at the base of all of that, right, the core tenet, the core most important thing about losing weight is getting into that caloric deficit. So honestly, this video could probably be called like five reasons why you're not in a caloric deficit, but you know, for the sake of the title, 5 reasons why you're not losing weight. The first reason why you might not be losing weight is that you are not tracking your calories, or you're not tracking your macros, you're not counting your calories. Now, I don't think that it's super necessary, especially if you have a lot of weight to lose, to start by tracking your macros. I think that's a little bit more advanced than you really need to worry about at the very start. But for most people, I think that counting calories is really, really beneficial. Now, a lot of people, when you first start losing weight, you feel like you don't need to do that, and I understand that mindset, especially if you have a lot of weight to lose. Usually a very simple change will help you lose weight, but if you've got to a point where you're no longer losing any weight, something's gonna have to change, and counting calories can be that thing that shows you, oh my gosh, that shake that I feel like in the morning is so healthy and good for me actually has a ton of calories in it, which there's nothing wrong with something having a lot of calories in it, but if it's not getting you in that caloric deficit, then maybe you need to change some things up. So that's why I think it's really, really important to just learn how to track calories. And it sounds a lot more difficult than it really is. It really is not that hard. Just download some sort of app, calorie, you know, tracking app on your phone, and you'll be well on your way of learning how to track macros or track calories. Along with that, there are tons of videos on YouTube. This is how I learned of how to track calories, how to weigh things out, all of that stuff. It's really not as difficult as people like to make it seem. It's a pretty simple thing to learn. I truly believe that learning how to track calories and macros is a skill that can help you for the rest of your life. So it might be difficult at the start, but I think if you really learn how to do it and you're able to implement it in your life, you will have that skill for the rest of your life and you won't have to worry about a lot of this stuff. So I really recommend just learning how to count calories. Not saying you need to count calories for the rest of your life, but if you at least can look at a plate and roundabout know about how many calories are probably on there, you will be on your way to success. The second reason why you might not be losing weight is you are having too many cheat days. Now, I personally don't like any cheat days. I think that there's ways that you can fit things into your current meal plan or whatever it is, that so you don't have to feel like you need cheat days. But a lot of people like to think that if they do really well Monday through Friday, on Saturday and Sunday they can kind of blow it out, and that just, it doesn't work, and it's not a good way to look at things, because it really gets you in a bad mindset. Or even some people will be able to do good from Monday to Saturday, and then on Sunday they blow it out, and they end up ruining all the progress they've made in those 6 days on that last day, and then it just sets you up for Monday. Okay, I'm gonna be really strict, and then you're strict until Saturday, and then Sunday you blow it out and you eat whatever you want. That does not work. Like, it does not work in the long run. So you have to be able to find a way that you can stick to the meal plan for 7 days out of the week. I'm not saying that you can never have fun days. I'm not saying you can never have fun meals. Those are definitely important as well. You know, for me, what I like to think, when I like to think of, like, if I'm gonna have a fun meal, I want it to be more than just I want to eat a bunch of food, right? I want it to be like, oh, it's someone's birthday party. Oh, it's, you know, it's an actual event that I'm really excited about going to, and I don't want to stress about food. Not just that it's Sunday and on Sundays I eat whatever I want, because that is it's a recipe for failure, honestly. So if you're able to stick to whatever you're doing throughout the week, obviously you will be more successful. Now, number 3 is actually different than all of the other ones. So number 3 is you are not weighing yourself correctly. Now, a lot of people, when they start losing weight, they think, okay, I'm gonna weigh myself once a week, or I'm gonna weigh myself once a month, whatever it might be. But what people don't realize is that your weight fluctuates so much throughout the day. My weight can fluctuate, I'm not exaggerating, 10 to 12 pounds in a single day. Like from, you know, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., it could literally be completely different. So what I recommend, if you are going to weigh yourself, I don't think there's anything wrong with weighing yourself every day. Now, if you're able to get that in a healthy way, like if weighing yourself becomes like the most important thing of your day, and if you have a bad weight, it stresses you out, then maybe don't do that. But if you're able to weigh yourself and it not weigh on your mind all day long and you're not stressed about it, I really recommend right when you wake up, after you go to the bathroom, completely naked, get on the scale, write that number down, and then look at the trend. Is it going down? Is it going up? Then you'll know if you are actually losing weight, because you might weigh yourself and then you're 250 pounds on Monday, you're 247 pounds on Tuesday, you're 251 pounds on Wednesday, and so, but as long as you see that trend going down, and then say by Saturday you're 147 pounds, right? As long as you see that trend going down, you're on the right track. So the issue that people have is they'll weigh themselves, say, once a week, right? So you weigh yourself on Monday and say that's a really good week for you. So you weigh 150 pounds on Monday. And then you wait a whole week until next Monday comes up, and for some reason that is actually like not the best day. You're kind of bloated, you're holding on to water. So now you weigh 152 pounds. So in your mind, you've gained 2 pounds, but who knows, if you would have actually weighed yourself every single day under the same circumstances and everything like that, you might have seen that you weighed 149 and then 147 and then 146, and then you kind of maybe just on Monday you just had a bad day. Maybe you ate a lot of salt, you were holding on to some water, and now you think in your head, I've gained 2 pounds, but I'm doing everything right. That's why I think the scale can be a very useful tool. It's just something you have to learn how to use correctly. Remember, a scale can only weigh you. That's all it can do. It can only see how much you weigh at that specific time. It doesn't know how much your body fat is. It doesn't know how much muscle you might have on. It doesn't know how much water you might be holding on to. It doesn't know any of that stuff. All it's gonna tell you is a number, how much you weigh. And again, you can fluctuate a ton throughout a day. So just remember that when you are weighing yourself. Number 4 is actually a personal one that I struggled with a lot, and that is miscalculating how many calories you're actually burning during your gym sessions. So a saying that I've said before, and it's one of my favorite things to say, is that weight loss happens in the kitchen and fitness happens in the gym. So you can't tie how much you're burning in the gym and think to yourself, okay, then I can eat a little bit more, or that I'm totally burning so many calories so I deserve this or I deserve that. It just doesn't work like that, because most of the time, and this is me included in this, we overshoot how many calories we're actually burning or how hard we're actually working in the gym. Like, the amount of work it takes to burn 1,000 calories is astronomical. Like, that would be an intense workout, and it would be a very long workout. So if you're going into the gym for an hour, hour and a half, you're doing like a normal workout, you are not burning that many calories. I hate to say it to you, this is something I had to tell myself as well. So you can't think to yourself, I'm gonna go to the gym so I can earn more food. That is not a good way to look at it. So you just, like, I like to think of going to the gym as something completely separate from my diet and everything, right? It is, I'm going there because I want to work on my fitness, I want to get better at this, this, and this, and I'm not thinking I want to do this so I can eat more food or so I can earn a piece of cake, anything like that. It doesn't work like that. So overshooting how many calories you're actually burning in the gym is a huge thing that a lot of people struggle with, especially if you've been losing weight for a while, because a lot of us, when we first start losing weight, maybe we're not going to the gym, then we start going to the gym and we think, I need to eat more. And I've actually seen a lot of people doing really well start going to the gym and actually their weight loss kind of stalls because they're overestimating how many calories they're burning. So just be realistic with yourself and, you know, make sure that you are not trying to overestimate how many calories you're burning in the gym. And number 5 is kind of tied into all of these as well, but you need to be honest with yourself. Because if you're not honest with yourself, the only person you're lying to, the only person you're hurting is yourself. So if you feel like you're maybe eating a little bit more calories than maybe you should, you're drinking some extra calories, you're putting a little bit of extra stuff in your coffee, all of those things add up. And if you're just trying to sit there and like be blissfully ignorant, the only person that is, you know, having any ill effects from that is you, is the journey that you're trying to go on, right? Trying to lose weight. So you have to be honest with yourself when it comes to how many calories you're eating. You have to be honest with yourself with how many calories you're burning in the gym. You have to be, like, all of that stuff, like the only person that is getting any effects from it is you. So if you're lying to yourself, the only person that is failing is you. So that's why I think that being honest, being realistic is super important. So there you guys go, those are my 5 reasons, and again, I know that these are not like the most groundbreaking things, but again, like I said, I truly believe that weight loss is a very simple thing, calories in versus calories out, but again, that doesn't make it easy, and I'm not saying that it's easy because it's not easy at all, but I do believe it's simple, and the more that I've been doing this, the more people I've been helping, the more I've been on my own journey, I've realized that a lot of times people are looking for answers because they really don't feel or believe that it's as simple as it really is. And because when it's that simple, then the only reason you're not losing weight is because there's mistakes that you're making. And again, there's nothing wrong with making mistakes. That is a normal part of this. But a lot of times, people want to blame something else. They want to blame their metabolism. They want to blame, you know, carbs. They want to blame fats. They always want to blame something when in reality it's just you and you need to make some tweaks. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. That's what this video is for, right? To hopefully help you make those tweaks and find out what is going wrong in your journey so you can fix that and hopefully continue losing weight. But a lot of times people want to blame other things when in reality it's just, you know, things we have to change in our diets and things we have to change in maybe the way that we set up our diet. So there's nothing wrong with that, again, and that's what this video is for. So I really, really hope that it was able to help you out. If you guys have anything that you might think might help people down in the comment section, I would love to hear about that. With that being said, thank you so much for watching today's video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. There's one other thing that I wanted to say. Oh yeah, look how buff I am. Ugh. Also, real quick before we go, I just want to say thank you to everyone that has been checking out the podcast, the Work for Change podcast. You guys have been absolutely amazing. We've really, really, really been enjoying having it, and we've been able to do one a week since it started, so I'm really happy with the consistency with it. You guys have been responding really well. If you have not checked it out, I would really love for you to check it out. It'll be links down in the description. You guys can go to the iTunes. It's literally on any podcasting app that you can think of, or we also have it on YouTube. We film it every week too, so if you guys want to check that out, the links will be down in the description. With that being said, thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Peace.
Obey the warning signs, and when there are flashing lights or wigwags, don't attempt to cross until they come to a complete stop.